What's going on, this rising family? I am in Eudora, Arkansas. I came down here with my aunt. We have a funeral to go to today to bury one of our family members. And been down here for a day now, and I just been walking through the streets of the city and just touring the area around and just checking out the area. But made me think about some of the things like a reality with life, like to realize one major thing that there is no action without consequences. And I know you probably want to know what I mean by that when I say that. What I mean is we can't be naive to the fact of from every action there's an equal and the opposite reaction to it. If God is love, God is also discipline, you know. But you know the ironic thing about discipline and consequences to our actions, we get warning signs being parents, you know. Normally the dad is considered as the disciplinarian, and sometimes it can be the mother that's the disciplinarian and the dad ain't the disciplinarian, you know what I mean? But someone in that parent relationship, one of the two, has to be the disciplinarian. And it's very important to have discipline in our life, no matter what we go through, no matter what we face, no matter what we experience. Discipline helps build character. Discipline helps build awareness and give us temperance to know on certain levels where we know where, you know what, it's like a stop sign. I'm about to rock through the stop sign. Discipline is like a stop sign. It's going to make us stop and look both ways before we go, because if we don't, it might be somebody come through here and hit us, take our life. Discipline going to make you be cautious. It's not a bad thing. It's not something to keep you back from anything. It's to keep you alive. Most parents, or a lot of parents, want to play the friend. You can't be a friend when you're raising your child. You can be a friend to them once they're grown, but you can't be a friend to them when you're raising them. You know what I mean? You have to be a parent, because if you don't, there's going to be consequences from not being a parent. There's going to be consequences from not knowing how to stop at a stop sign. We see wrecks all the time, you know. One thing I have realized, man, everything I have done, even me doing my prison time, it was consequences to my actions, you know. Some things you have to embrace in life, like where you at. Is it a consequence to your action? Being a father, being a parent, you know. Once we know better, family, we got to do better. Especially us fathers, you know. To leave our kids out here with no direction, none whatsoever. You want them to have direction, you know. But sometimes we feel, as a father, we feel like we fail sometimes. And I get it, because I have felt like that, trying to figure out my direction and trying to figure out what I need to do. So I understand. But I do want to say this. We have to realize, if we don't be disciplinarians, if we don't discipline ourselves to be better men, then the consequences is going to be our children is not going to be as great as they should be. So in order for our kids to be as great as we want them to be, we have to push ourselves to the max so that we can be as great as parents as we can to lead them right, knowing that our actions will help them have better consequences to what they're doing. They can actually reap a reward instead of a disciplinarian action that they just got to endure. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to say, man, I think we should just be conscious of that. We should be, as man, we should be not be naive that we got to raise our kids and somebody got to be the disciplinarian. And you can't be looked at wrong or bad because you have to correct someone. Even we have to be corrected as individuals, you know? So I really think that it's important that we embrace change, that we embrace discipline, even when you're being disciplined, you know, because as man, as no matter how old we get, we'll always go through somewhere we're getting disciplined. We're learning. We're learning from our mistakes, you know? So I just wanted to say this morning, I'm here thinking about life, thinking about consequences, thinking about actions. In order to make a better life for yourself, you have to create some better actions. You have to do better, you know? You can't expect to plant the same seed all the time and think you're going to have a different fruit on that tree. It's going to be the same one. If you want to taste something different, we're going to have to plant some different seeds, family. So I just wanted to say, man, just keep in mind that there's consequences to our actions. And you can't avoid those. And they're going to always tell out on you. The consequences are going to always tell what you were doing. You can't blame nobody, even if you wanted to. The consequences is going to say it was your fault, you know? So let's embrace that and make some things better for ourselves. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy your day. Hold on.